it's after 1 in the morning right now, and I'm making this video because I simply can't sleep. And I think the reason that I can't sleep is because this idea has been on my mind constantly for the last week or two, and I finally realized that I simply need to get it out on camera and just tell someone it. This entire video, if you can't tell from the description above, is about why you shouldn't continue doing things that you don't enjoy. And that can be for anything. I'm going to talk about something specific for if you don't enjoy your major in college, if you don't love your job, if you don't love the sports or the extracurriculars you're in while you're in school, then don't stay with them. Find something else. And I have been tossing around this idea for the last few days. And for those of you who don't know, which I'm assuming is everyone who watches this, I am a competitive swimmer. I have been in swimming for now 4 years. At least I've been in it for 4 years competitively. I took classes and I did smaller competitions when I was younger, from about age 8. But then, now I am 16 years old, and basically, at my school, you can only start competitive swimming for the high school team once you become in 7th grade. So, like a good little 7th grade student, I joined swimming in 7th grade. Did it all through 10th grade, and now I'm about to start 11th grade. And so, for those of you who understand that, it's a junior in high school. I'm 16 years old, and I'm about to start my 5th year of swimming. And I do it for 3 years out of the year. I don't do fully all year round swimming, but I do it in the summer, the fall, which is what I'm about to start, and then the spring season, and I take the winter off. And basically, what I've realized, and what I've realized not just for this year, but even in the past years, is that I am dreading swimming so much. This is Friday. This is, very, very early Saturday morning right now. So I start swimming Monday, which is the day after tomorrow. And I'm about to do 2-a-day practices, so 8 to 9:15 for morning dry land. So things like running, weightlifting, things of that nature. And then 4 to 6 o'clock again for the actual swimming portion. Every day of the week except Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday we have a fully different practice. And then the only day we get off is Sunday. And I know I sound like I'm complaining to the camera, but I'm really not. I've just realized that I don't enjoy swimming anymore. Swimming, like a lot of other vigorous sports, takes the entire world out of you. Really, whenever I'm in a swim season, which is a lot of the time, 75% of my year, I don't have time for anything. Like I said, even this season's going to take up 6 out of my 7 days of the week. And then I work, also. Plus, I'm about to have school. I'm about to take on the most difficult year of my life. And on top of all that, I like having friends. So, honestly, it takes up so much of your life. And for someone like me who doesn't want to do swimming past high school, I don't want to do it in college. It doesn't seem like a good enough reason to be in it anymore. I always kid myself for these past years because I kept doing swimming, thinking, well, I'm doing it for the people on the team that I love. I'm doing it for the accomplishment of being on a sport and for doing well in lettering and, swimming on varsity events. It's exciting. I said I'm doing this for the look of commitment because colleges like applications that show commitment to one single thing for such a long time. It's a good trait to have in a college student. And all these years, I have made excuse after excuse to stay in swimming because of these reasons, and it has taken me till now at 1:15 a.m. to realize that that's not a good enough reason anymore. And I simply don't love swimming the way I once did. Which is why, after 4 years of vigorous training, and I know some people start so much earlier. I'm one to talk. Some girls on my team, and I'm sure some girls everywhere else, have been pushed into YMCA swim teams from the age of like 4, 5, 6 years old. So that's really all they've ever known. But I don't think it really makes any difference whether you've been on the team for 4 years, for 6 years, or for 12 years. I think when your stopping point is your stopping point. When you realize you don't love something and it's simply taking too much out of you, you should stop. And swimming has created great things for me. It has taught me responsibility. It has taught me, to make your commitments and to create goals in order to achieve them. In that sense, you were always aiming towards a time. It has taught me not to compete against other people as much as compete against the clock. To not always try to beat everyone else's times, but to beat your own. Which, you can put that in other things, like grades, too. Not trying to beat everyone else's test score, but to do better than you did last time. Lessons like that, it has taught me greatly. It has taught me how much I hate getting up at 5:30 in the morning every day to go to weight room at 6:30. It has taught me honesty. It has taught me how to commit myself to one thing and honestly, truly try my hardest, as cliche as that sounds. So swimming has taught me so many things, but swimming has also hurt my shoulders in a way that no matter how many times I go to the chiropractor, they somehow keep getting out of their sockets. It has cost me so many physical problems, and I know I'm about to say something so girly, but I honestly do not enjoy the effect of the chlorine in my hair or the drying of the skin, and I also don't enjoy how much bigger it made my shoulders. If you ever actually see my whole body, my shoulders are completely unproportional to the rest of my body, because for the most part I'm relatively slim, but then my shoulders are massive, and I have this habit of tucking them back to make my shoulders look smaller, and I don't like it. Which is why I don't know if you are in swimming, and if you are in swimming, whether you are a middle school swimmer, if you're before middle school, if you're in high school, if you swim in college, or if you even swim out of college and are aiming your way to the Olympics, which if you are, bravo to you, seriously. I give you insane props for it, for loving something that much, but I'm sure if you're in any of those levels, you can sympathize with me in the sense that swimming is something that takes over your life, and when you get into it, it is so difficult to quit. And after 4 years of, just kidding myself and telling me that I really do love this sport, I am finally able to tell myself that I don't, and that I don't enjoy it anymore. And I don't know why it's taken me posting a video of myself in order to admit it. It just seems like after 4 years of doing the same thing, season after season, it feels like such a waste. But I think I'm now realizing that it really isn't a waste, because I've taken a lot from the experience, and I've learned. And I don't know what I'm passionate about yet. I realize, I guess it's not swimming, but maybe I'll join photography club, maybe I will get involved in student council, I don't know. I'm hoping I'll find something else I really am passionate about, and to commit my life to, or at least the rest of my high school career. But, I guess what I'm saying is to stop kidding yourself. If you don't enjoy the sport you're in, there is a such thing as quitting, and quitting doesn't necessarily mean you're weak. It really doesn't. For the longest time I thought, well, I'm such a quitter if I get out of swimming, but I'm realizing I'm doing the smart thing. I have a lot on my plate this year for school, which starts in less than a month. I have so much going on, and I don't know if I can handle a sport on top of that. And I don't think I'm being weak. I think I'm finally just setting my priorities straight and realizing what's important to me. And I think everyone needs to do that. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, whether that's a job, a sport, a blog, whatever it might be you're doing, you can quit. And quitting doesn't necessarily make you a quitter. Find something you're passionate about. Find something that really, really interests you. And I'm hoping now that I've made this video that I will be able to sleep tonight, because I simply haven't been able to sleep. I haven't been able to get this idea out of my mind, so that really is all I have to say for this video. I am quitting swimming. And after so many years of being involved with swimming, I can't believe I'm doing it. But I feel like I have this weight released right off my shoulders, because it's making me smile just thinking I don't have practice in 2 days. Technically, maybe I still do, but I'm not going to go to practice. And then I'm not going to go to any of the practices after that. And I'm going to take this entire swimming thing and throw it into the trash can, because it's simply not for me. Oh my gosh, I already feel so much better. So you guys, take what you want from this video. It's not as much advice as me needing to vent to a camera in order to fall asleep. So, you know, again, take what you want out of it. I hope you guys have a good night, or morning. It's almost 1:30 now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.